The Lament of Art O'Leary is a traditional Irish keen created by Aileen O'Connell in 1773 when her husband Art O'Leary was killed. Aileen O'Connell was born in 1744 in Derrynane, County Kerry. Her parents, Donald Moore O'Connell and Mary Need Dubib, had 22 children. However, only 10 of Aileen's siblings survived. Her mother, Mary, was a very poetic woman, and lamenting was ever present in Aileen's life. When Aileen was only 14, her parents arranged her marriage to a man named Mr. O'Connor of Fiennes in 1758. Mr. O'Connor was an old man, and he died only 6 months after the marriage. After his death, Aileen was brought back home to Derrynane. 4 years later, Aileen's sister got married and moved to a town near Macroom in West Cork. It is here that she met and was introduced to Art O'Leary. Aileen and Art fell in love, but when Art asked for her hand in marriage, her parents refused. This didn't stop the lovebirds though, and they eloped in 1767.
My love forever. The day I first saw you, the end of the market house. My eye observed you, my heart approved you. I fled from my friends with you, far from my home.
Art O'Leary was a captain in the Hungarian Hussard Regiment of Empress Maria Theresa's Austrian army. When he came back home to Ireland in 1773, after his time in Austria, he met up with an Englishman named Abraham Morris at a horse race. Art's favorite steed, a brown horse with a white star on his forehead that he brought with him from Vienna, beat Morris' horse in the race. Morris was upset by it and demanded Art sell him his horse for £5. When Art refused to sell Morris his horse, Morris, who happened to be the magistrate, evoked the penal law that stated that any Irishman has to sell his horse to any Englishman who demanded it. Morris proclaimed Art outlaw and sent soldiers for him. When Art was riding his horse back to his home in Macroom, Morris' soldiers caught up to him and fatally shot him. He fell off the horse and to the ground. The horse ran himself back to the O'Leary house and started kicking the door. When Aileen saw the horse, she got on it, and after seeing the blood and the saddle, she let the horse lead her to the body of her husband. Upon seeing her husband on the ground, she came death in what would come to be known as one of the famous lament in Irish folklore.
I knew nothing of your murder till your horse came to the stable, with the reins beneath her trailing, and your heart's blood on her shoulders, staining the turned saddle, where you used to sit and stand. My first leap reached the threshold, my second reached the gateway, my third leap reached the saddle. I struck my hands together, and I made the bay horse gallop as fast as I was able, till I found you dead before me.
Art was buried in Kilcree Friary. The stone over its tomb reads, Lord Art O'Leary, generous, handsome, brave, slain in his bloom, lies in this humble grave.
The Lament of Art O'Leary is a 400-plus line poem that was passed along only by word of mouth. Aileen made up the words on spot and never wrote them down. It wasn't until much later, around 1800, that the words ever ended up on paper, when a professional keener named Nora Nishindle transcribed it, and it wasn't until later still that it was translated to English by Frank O'Connor. Today, it keeps alive the history and importance of the Irish Keen and serves as a memory of the pain and heartbreak that Art O'Leary's tragic death caused.
Narach a challen a shomra I the horror.